Jason Donovan swapped the stage for the Skates to take part in this year's Dancing on Ice. But after finishing rock bottom in Musical Week, they don't know what they're talking about.
Hey, someone's got to go rock bottom.
Yeah, but not Jason Donovan.
Exactly.
And the man from Down Under get back on top on week 4.
Before we speak to Jason Donovan, let's see him in action.
It's Jason Donovan and his partner, Alexandra Shawman.
There's no point doing a show like this if you're not prepared to give 100%. It's about that buzz, you know, when it goes right.
Dancing on Ice is truly back!
Yeah, baby!
It is!
You could be a serious contender for the whole thing. I mean that right from the get-go, so I've got my eye on you.
I'm going to be really serious this week. Can we try it with a wig? I feel at home.
What a showman. I mean, there's nothing understated about that performance, was there?
Look at him.
And he joins us now.
Oh, you're so
Morning, Jason. How are you doing?
Wow. So I'm doing good. I mean, that's, it's sort of the first time I've actually looked back at a little bit of that stuff. I tend to sort of focus on the what's in front of me. And, I guess as you guys would know, a show like this requires a lot of work. So, you tend to just keep looking ahead, I suppose.
Are you enjoying yourself, first of all, Jason? Because you look, to me, like you're having the best time ever. And obviously, it is a really hard skill to master, and you're doing such a good job. Are you enjoying it?
Thanks, Alison. Yeah, I mean, I'm loving it, and I'm particularly loving, obviously there is a very big entertainment aspect to this, which you see with the Priscilla performance there. But you know what I'm loving? I'm loving the structure, because at the moment there's not a lot of structure in all of our lives. I'm loving keeping physically fit. I'm loving the actual art or the skating itself. But, most importantly, I'm really loving the relationship I have with Alex, with the other contestants, because they are absolutely awesome. There's some incredible skaters in there. And, to be able to give, the public a bit of sort of light on a Sunday night is awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Jason, at the start of the show, Lorraine gave Alison the cake that said, be more Alison, BMA. I mean, there's a lot of truth in that. I also think there's a lot of be more Jason. Because
look at you.
I've known you for a while now, and for me, you have a great outlook on life. You're so chill. You take your ups and your downs, and you're always so sanguine about everything. Have you been able to take that to this show, or has there been any sort of competitive element that's come out in you?
Yeah, I mean, look, you don't, Dermot, you don't go into a show like this, wanting to do anything other than your best. But this is ice, and you've got to respect the ice. I think, you've got to work at it. And I believe very much, as I'd say to my kids, fail to prepare, prepare to fail. If you're not willing to put in the hours, if you don't want to commit to something like this, there's almost no point doing it. You've got to take a few risks. And at the tender age of 52, Dermot and Alison, I'm looking for a little bit of
amazing,
a little bit of fluff there. I'm trying to keep that balance between, not ending up with a broken arm and trying to give some magic, because that essentially is what these performances are about. I'm not going to be a skater of 35 years experience, but what I can bring is a little bit of magic to people's lives, where people go, wow, that was a fantastic moment. And that's what I want to achieve.
You can bring the showbiz. That's what you can bring, Jason. You bring the showbiz.
Sparkle.
The thing is, when you're doing a show like this, I mean, I've done Strictly Come Dancing, and it was so much work. And then you perform and you have a really good time, but then you get criticised by the judges. How have you found that side of things?
Oh, that was disappointing this week. I think, Alison, to articulate what you're saying is, The problem is when you work so hard at something like I've done, you know, I've put in those hours. We've been on the ice for nearly 6, 7 months. And when you're trying to get a balance between the entertainment aspect and the actual skating aspect, and sometimes you don't get that right, that can be very frustrating. You know, I think, the judges see one perspective of it, and I am just grateful for the viewers and the public who put us through. I respect what the judges have to say because that's why they're there. And I've been on that side of the panel too, so I know if everybody was brilliant every week and if everybody was terrible every week, it wouldn't be great television, and it also wouldn't be, a competition. So it's balance and trying to create that magic. And certainly last weekend, we went for it. With the Priscilla routine, we absolutely went for it.
But Jason, what are these people doing? I mean, I get the fact that that's for regular people, but you're Jason Donovan. This is like the Don Corleone of showbiz. You don't criticise this guy. What are they thinking?
What are you doing on a Sunday night? You should be in the panel, man. I want you to back me all the way. Come on.
100% I would.
Well, come on, be the 5th judge.
I'm there, baby.
You haven't got enough to do with feeding that baby of yours at all.
Exactly, buddy, yeah.
I got a little bit of homeschooling happening in the background there. What are we doing?
Listen, Jason, you are absolutely smashing it. Dancing on Ice, 6 p.m. Sunday. We can't wait to see you again.
Mate. Great to see you.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck, buddy.
Love you guys.
Look amazing.
Doesn't he?
He's about 12 years old.